Hey everybody, it's Jewelyn. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another Planting with Jewelyn and plant haul. It is Thursday afternoon. I am about to teach my night classes. I'll be in the studio for 5 hours tonight teaching, and I finished editing my plant tour part 1, which took me 4 hours this morning. So this is definitely a much needed break in my day. I wanted to go ahead and share with you my Las Vegas babies that I got over the weekend while I was in Las Vegas. And it was unfortunate, but I didn't have time to film anything in Las Vegas with my work schedule there, and with our new restaurant being open and just being Easter weekend. I was busy at church and all of that, and my camera not working anymore. I had to go ahead and take a break from filming over the weekend, but I am back with a couple of Las Vegas babies. I want to go ahead and talk about that, and then I'm going to dedicate today's video planting up a bunch of new Sansevierias. I'll go ahead and do other plants in the next Planting with Jewelyn, but today's video I'm just going to dedicate my time to my Sansevierias to add to my collection. You guys know I am rebuilding my Sansevieria collection because I want to say, guys, I lost over 10 Sansevierias from the rain while I was away from Egypt over the beginning of the year. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about my newest plant babies. On the theme of Sansevierias, I did pick up another Sansevieria here, and I got this from a nursery in Las Vegas, and this is going to be a replacement plant for me. This kind of has like samurai vibes, but this is a starfish. My original starfish, which was super big, Kira and I got it together, including the samurai, both in Las Vegas, and both of them died in the rain. So I got a replacement one. It is on the baby side, but still I love it, and I wanted to go ahead and get a little replacement plant. And then this little fern here, the silver ribbon fern, was on sale, and I picked this up for $6, so right under $7 I was able to get this fern. I'm really excited to plant it up in an upcoming Planting with Jewelyn. I think I'm going to try to plant up this fern along with my 2 spider plants, and maybe in the next video, so stay tuned for that. Then I seen Kira over the weekend. Shout out to Kira, my plant friend out there. I'll go ahead and maybe film a plant tour when I am there next month. I'll go ahead and see if she's up for it. But she sent me home with a bunch of cuttings. I'm gonna go ahead and insert a photo of her mom's big opuntia that they chopped down, and Kira did a handful of propagating. You'll see it. I'll show pictures now. She propagated all of the tails from everything that was chopped up, and this is a box full of them that she sent me home with. There is tons in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and visit all of my plant friends, do updated plant tours for their collection for the channel, and I'll let them pick out their favorites from here. And once everybody has their picks, I'm gonna go ahead and do some giveaways, so stay tuned for that. I definitely want you guys to be able to win some of these cuttings. It's absolutely adorable. Before I take these to my plant friends, I'll definitely pick maybe 1 or 2 to add to my collection, so thank you, Kira, so much for that. So I have my potting tray here. If you guys are interested, it is linked in my Amazon store in my description box. I did a little mixture here with my cactus and succulent soil mix. I added more perlite in here and worm castings. So I'm going to go ahead and plant them up one at a time. So a lot of my babies here are replacement plants, and a lot of them are new. So it's a mixture. This is going to be very fun for me. I'm going to go ahead and maybe start with my biggest one. Here's the first one that I want to go ahead and replant. Now this was purchased from a nursery that I recently went to. This is a baby that I got from Long Beach. It's kind of like damaged from the sun, if you can see, but I'm going to try to see if I can save it, and it looks like it definitely needs to get out of this soil. It is soaking wet. This planter is a new planter that I recently got from Home Goods. I drilled a hole in it the last time I did a Planting with Jewelyn episode, drilling planters, so I think this is going to work out well. For my Sansevieria collection, I love seeing them in all white planters. That is the goal, and I will wait until I get the perfect white planter for it. So as you can see, it is root bound, and it is really wet, so I'm gonna try to see if I can get a bunch of the soil out from the root ball, and then I'm gonna go ahead and give it nice fresh new soil and plant it up. Sansevierias is kind of weird because they do well propagating in water, but if you let them sit in soil and the soil is wet for a handful of days, they will start rotting. So it's kind of interesting how Sansevierias work. So let's go ahead and fill up the bottom of the planter a little bit, and then I'm gonna see how I like it to be styled. Okay, a little bit more. This is so exciting for me. A little bit. we'll see if I need to mix up more soil. Okay, that looks good, guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and now fill in the sides here. I'm still not satisfied where my Sansevieria collection is, because where I had it before my Egypt trip was pretty spectacular. I've worked so hard with my Sansevieria collection. It's so unfortunate, but there's nothing I could do. I was away and the weather was really bad. I lost a lot of plants while I was away, so that's unfortunate, but it gives me an opportunity to rebuild it in time. So I think this is going to be the look, guys. What do you think? I think it works out perfect. I'll wipe up the planters at the end, but I think this is a look. I love the aesthetic of this planter, and I love this cylindrical type of Sansevieria. It's really fun. From the same nursery, I got this one here, and I have a variegated one which I got from Reseda. This is from the Long Beach nursery, which that first Sansevieria came from. This thing is soaked and wet, so I'm gonna try to take it out without ruining the plant and see how big the root ball is. Okay, kind of interested to see. This is such a big planter. Like, take a look at it for such a small plant. Okay, so all of this I'm just going to put on the side. I may use that for cuttings later, but for repotting I'm not. I don't know how long that's been sitting. I'll make my, just, you know, it depends. Every plant is different. Sometimes I'll go ahead and reuse the soil, bump it up with some fertilizer, and call it a day, but in that case it's fine. I don't want to use it. Also, to that specific nursery, a lot of the plants weren't doing good, so then I wouldn't want to use the soil again for this plant. I'm going to give it a whole brand new environment. So here is the root ball. Now I see how big the plant is. I can figure out what planter to put it in. It might look okay in this, maybe, perhaps, or maybe in the popcorn planter. Okay, maybe the popcorn planter. I have a bunch of my Sansevierias in my thrifted popcorn planters. I'm gonna put a scoop of soil there, and I'm going to get my smaller shovel, and I'm going to just fill in the edges. This one is on the hardy side. To be careful because it'll prick you, but I love seeing them all ganged up together in the patio. Let's see. Sound off down below, guys, if you love hearing my fountain. I can hear it from here. It's behind me, slowly trickling, and I love hearing it when I'm in my house. Could hear it this morning from inside of my house as I was editing. Okay, and I can always use my little planting metal chopstick here, and I also have a toothbrush which I can use to brush off the soil in certain places. I think this is good enough. Good enough for me. This is the look. Okay, I'm just using the end of my shovel. I don't want to get pricked. Alright, so here's the new look. I think this is perfect. Again, that planter that the nursery had it in was so big, but the plant is not that big. It's like the perfect aesthetic for it. What do you guys think? It's crazy how it was in such a big planter. I see the trend lately in some nurseries giving a huge planter for such a small baby. So let's go ahead and do a few more. So this baby also came from the same nursery in Long Beach. Have that one, and I have the baseball, which I got from Poway. I want to see which one will look better in these planters. I have a square planter, which I got from the 99-cent store. I got this round planter, which I got from TJ Maxx Las Vegas. I drilled holes in both of them the last time I did a drilling video, so they're gonna go in these. I just don't know who. And let's see, it depends on the root ball. Now say for instance, like this guy probably has a small root ball. I want to say this is all connected together, and you can actually see where they propagated right here and made a whole new plant out of this one. So I think it might look better in the round planter. And then let's see the samurai here. My original samurai that I got in Las Vegas, man, that was such a beautiful one. Kira's one is doing really good, but the rain took it from me. So let's take this away. Okay, so it's gonna go in either one or the other. I think that looks good in there, and maybe this one and this bigger one here. I think this is the look, guys. How cute is that? All right, very productive. I love the choices I just made. I can never have too many white planters. If you watch my plant tour, you see I have a lot of planters just stocked up on my potting bench, because you just never know, especially someone like me. I'm always getting plants in my collection, and sometime soon, guys, I'm going to go through my collection and I'm going to either take cuttings from it and propagate it to sell it, because my collection is so big, or I might just sell a handful of babies if I feel like I can get rid of them and I'll be okay with them. But for me, I'm very attached to my plants, so it's hard for me to let go of them. But because I do buy plants every week, sometimes it's good to do a little spring cleaning. So stay tuned. And again, you guys, if you see a plant in my collection that I have that you're interested in and want a piece of it, I am willing to sell a part of it. A bunch of you guys reached out to me for plant babies, plant cuttings from part of my collection, and I have been able to sell them off to you guys. So if it doesn't ruin the plant, I definitely don't mind. If you guys see anything you like in my collection, reach out to me on Planting with Jewelyn on a direct message on Instagram and see if I'm willing to sell off a cutting or two, and we can be plant friends. Okay, I think this was the perfect match, and I feel like these babies, guys, from this Long Beach nursery was definitely like a rescue, because they weren't in the best living condition. That nursery was really big, and again, there were some really cool plants there, but I feel like it wasn't really taken care of. Sound off down below, guys. What do you think? Look at that. How adorable is that? And the baseball will just go in here, which I think was a good decision. I believe I got this planter well over 2 years ago from TJ Maxx Las Vegas. That's like my go-to in Las Vegas. I feel like I have better luck in Las Vegas for white planters in TJ Maxx, Marshall's Home Goods for some reason versus Santa Monica. It's kind of interesting how that works out. Okay, so with the root ball and the way how it is propagated in the root ball area, the plant is not in the center, but it looks like this, so that's fine. So here's another Sansevieria that I got as a replacement. My original one I got from San Diego. It died in the rain, so I got another replacement. I found this one in Cypress, California. Never been to that nursery before. I had so much fun filming there. And from the same nursery, I did pick up really cool plants. I got an alocasia, which I'm going to dedicate a whole separate video for replanting it. There's a lot of babies in that. I'm looking at it right now. It's so adorable. I love it. Stunning plant. And as well as an orchid. So stay tuned. I'll go ahead and dedicate a whole separate video planting them up. I'm going to have to make special mixtures for them. But this is a replacement plant. Unfortunately, the one I got in San Diego died, and I really like that Sansevieria. So it's okay. I found another one. This Sansevieria, guys, is a rare Sansevieria. I don't see this one quite often, so I picked it up and now I have it back in my collection. So that worked out really great. So I'm glad I was able to find a replacement plant, because I was really devastated when I seen this one go. So that is going to be the final look of the plant. What do you guys think? We are doing really good, guys. So I want to see if my last Sansevieria here, my Samurai, is going to look good in this white planter. If not, I might have another ice cream planter somewhere here that I can go ahead and reuse. Let's see here. I think he might look okay in this one. Okay, I'm glad that worked out. Yay! I love collecting Sansevierias. Alright, so here's my little baby Samurai from Las Vegas, one of my newest babies. And I think the last time I purchased plants was yesterday. And stay tuned because Catherine and I did do a Come With Me yesterday. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it. She is coming over to my house tomorrow to film a collective haul. She left her plant babies here so we can go ahead and film it tomorrow. So at some point tomorrow she'll be here. We're gonna film that. I look forward to sharing with you guys what we got at that cute nursery. It was so cute, so stay tuned for that. I'm just gonna put a little bit more soil in this area. Alright, I think I love the way how this turned out. What do you guys think? Cute. So I either like using my little planting chopstick or toothbrush to kind of dust it off. But this is the final look, guys, of my newest Sansevieria. I think I like it like this. I might put a little bit more soil to bring it up a little, but for the most part, I love the aesthetic of the planter and plant. It would look cuter in a shorter planter. If I come across one, I'll go ahead and just do a quick little transplant, but for now I think this is fine. I think that works out okay. Yep. So here's the final look. Very cute. Ideally for this kind of planter, I would like to see a plant that's on the tall side versus a short side, but when I come across another planter that's on the shorter side, I will probably go ahead and take this baby out and move it into that one. But for now, this is what I have and this is what works. So this is going to be the last plant baby for today's Planting with Jewelyn. I am going to clean up my space and let's wrap up the video. Here is today's plant gang. It is absolutely adorable. I have 6 new Sansevierias in my collection. Some of them are replacement plants and some of them are plants I've never had in my collection. As a Sansevieria collector, I am very happy with these new babies. Sound off down below, what do you guys think? As far as for the white planters, half of them I already had in my collection, half of them are new. But all of these Sansevierias I recently purchased over the last few weeks and I'm absolutely in love with them. Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap up today's video here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this little Las Vegas plant haul and a Planting with Jewelyn featuring all of my new Sansevierias. Boy, was this very satisfying to do. Trying to rebuild my Sansevieria collection has been something I've been doing over the last 2 months since I've been back from Egypt. I think I'm doing pretty good, guys. Sound off down below what was your favorite. It's kind of interesting where I find them because you just never know where you're gonna find the Sansevierias that you're looking for or plants that you're looking for. I got 3 of them from Long Beach. I got this baseball Sansevieria, which is a rare Sansevieria that I've been kind of seeing maybe once or twice in a previous Come With Me's before I purchased this one in Poway. I got a Las Vegas baby here and a Cypress, California baby here. So it's kind of cool that my Sansevierias all come from different places. My whole collection is a little souvenirs from my plant travels, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sound off down below, what did you think about the planters and plants? How did I match them up? I'm very particular when it comes to aesthetic of matching plants to planters. My Sansevierias have to be an all white planters, so I'll go ahead and I'll save the Sansevierias and the planters until there's a right match. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sound off down below what was your favorite. And also, before I end today's video, I definitely wanted to do another plant friend shout out, and today's plant friend shout out is going to Esther Gurish. She posted this up today on my DIY vintage plant stand. She says here, looks lovely. I like that you hung the macrame hanger. It balances it out both visually and physically, less likely to tip over. Love your plant patio. So yes, my planting, as I see the squirrel go up the tree, and Abby might freak out because she can hear them from inside of the house. my vintage plant stand is really cool. Since I did film that video about 3 weeks ago, the plants on there have changed, and I will go ahead and replant my rickrack cactus in an upcoming video. The cocoa liner basket that I got from Walmart in Poway, I'm going to go ahead and spray that, and then I'm going to go ahead and transplant that rickrack in there, because it's definitely that time. That particular rickrack has been doing so good on me. I want to see it in a cocoa liner basket, and I'll just put another hanging plant under. But thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. If you're new, welcome. Hit the bell and subscribe button to be notified on my daily uploads. I do a daily video here at 5 a.m. inspiring you each and every day. I have well over 400 videos, soon to be 500 videos up here on my main channel, and I do weekly uploads on the vlog channel, Miss Jewelyn, so go ahead and support that channel as well. I'll be doing upcoming giveaways soon, so stay tuned for that. You can find more on my blog at ILOVEJEWELYN.blogspot.com. Until next time, aloha from Santa Monica, California. Bye guys!